Hello fashion fans, welcome to another episode of Clothing Made Easy. I'm your humble host Tanner Killick Carslan, and I'm here to demystify the world of clothing manufacturing. Today, what we're talking about is something crucial, really important, and it's a follow-up, part 2 to our previous episode, which was about customer profiles. This one is crucial because you need to be able to understand once one of your customers approaches your brand, approaches your business, you need to understand the journey that they go on. How do they interact with your business? And this is actually called a customer journey map. Now in this episode, I'm going to define what a customer journey map is. And the really cool part is I'm also going to show you how to create your own customer journey map. And there's also a template that we're going to be sharing with you. So really cool. Let's get started. Okay, so a customer journey map is actually like a visual roadmap of how a customer interacts with your brand and your business. It's sort of how they interact with your products and services. Where do they start? How they're interacting with it in the middle of their journey, and then of course how they exit the process at payment, etc. It's one of the best ways you can actually understand how to evolve your brand and your products and your services. Because if you don't really understand how a customer moves along your process, you don't know their pain points. You don't know if they've been stuck in the shopping cart, or you don't know why they left. Maybe the landing pages are too complicated, maybe the app isn't working, etc. So mapping the customer's journey has the potential to help you redefine your business processes. Now let's look at the kind of customer journey map that we created here for you. So I'm going to go down into a picture-in-picture and let's blow the customer journey map up. Okay, so here's the customer journey map that we created. Now, if you look at the top of it, there's actually 5 different sections. All journey maps have at least 5 different sections, and you don't have to overcomplicate it. But we've got awareness, you've got consideration, purchase, service, and also advocacy. And then along the x-axis, you've got the different elements of how that person's journey evolves. So you've got, for example, the user interactions, and then the touch points. Touch points are part of, let's say, for example, where that customer touches along the way, what different elements. So for example, if they use an app to access your brand, then they've touched the app. If they use some sort of email management system, then they've touched the email management system. So those are called touch points. And then of course, you have to understand the emotions that the customer goes through as they're purchasing your products. And then of course, their experience. And then finally, which departments in your company are related to all of those. So for example, marketing communications, well, that's going to be all the content, blogs, newsletters, maybe social media group, maybe also finance, because that's when the payment comes in. So all those different sections. So now let's take a look at the journey that we're about to show you for this particular example. Now let's talk about the actual customer journey map example we've got here. What we did was we decided to create a lady named Janice. And just as we did in the previous episode, we created a customer profile. Well, Janice is our customer profile, and we're going to look at Janice's journey as she buys products from, let's say, a brand that we have. So Janice is a 30-year-old lady who happens to live in California. She works at a real estate company. She's engaged, lives in a townhouse. She's got dogs. She's got a salary of $68,000 a year. She likes social media like Instagram. She likes writing. So it gives us a kind of picture of who Janice is and maybe a little bit more of an understanding of what kind of behaviors she may have. Now, the other box that we're looking at over here actually is sort of her scenario. We have to fake a scenario to be able to understand the journey. So in this case, what we're saying is that Janice came to buy some sort of leisure wear. She was always buying from Nike before, but now she wants to look for an emerging brand. We don't know why. Maybe her motivations are to find and support smaller businesses, or maybe she's looking for businesses that have sustainability at their core. So what she does is she goes online, she buys a few products like hoodie, t-shirt, track pants, and then she feels excited and she waits for the products. The products arrive and one of the garments doesn't fit right. So now let's look at the journey of what this would be. Now, the first section that we look at is the awareness part of the customer journey map. This is actually how Janice has become aware of the brand. So what she's probably done is done some Google search, maybe some social media searching. She's ended up on a blog post. She may have received a newsletter. Now, the touch points for this is going to be the different things that she's connected with online. So probably Google ads, banner ads, maybe social media, blogs, newsletters, etc. She's really excited because she's like, yay, I just found this really cool emerging brand that's got leisure wear. It's exactly the kind of clothes I want. Maybe they have some CSR initiatives. Like for example, we work with Bali Children's Foundation. So maybe this company, this brand has some sort of sustainability at their core, etc. And the different departments that you're looking at the bottom of this section relate to that brand. So for example, in this case, what are the different parts of the brand that have actually somehow interacted with her? So you've got the marketing, the customer service department, because it's the marketing department that's actually created a lot of this collateral. It's the social media or the web design department or the app development department that's actually created all that platform that Janice is now interacting with online. So you can see how the entire section, this particular silo of the customer journey map works. And all the other silos are the same. You're going to have some sort of interaction, you're going to have some sort of emotion from your customer, and then they're going to have different touch points of different pieces of technology, web, etc. And then they're going to have some sort of an experience. And all of that is related to different parts of your brand and or your company and what those different departments do. So let's move on. Now Janice is going to start considering the different products that are on your website, right? So she's come to the eshop.com, .shop, .store. She's checked out the deals page. Have you ever noticed that like when you go to, for example, a big e-commerce website and it says like hot deals, 60% off, blah, blah, blah. That's actually one of those sections of your website that is a touch point. It's the website that in that case, or the app. Possibly you've gone onto Instagram and you see like view shop. That's a touch point. It's one of the social media touch points. At this stage, we decided to put that little emoji that does this, right? Well, that's because Janice is actually in a consideration mode. She's not excited or not excited. She's just kind of like, let me sit there and look at all the different products and start to receive all that input from the different elements of the website, the app, etc. So she probably is going to read some reviews, right? So you want to get your reviews on there. Make sure if you have any reviews or start asking customers for reviews. This is why a lot of e-commerce has those 5-star reviews, etc., all over the place, because that's the kind of thing that your approaching customers are looking at. And then of course, the problem sometimes happens, and in Janice's case, she's got that emoji with a straight face, is, well, there's just so much information. It's almost like it's overload. It's like, well, it's like a buffet. You don't know where to start. Sometimes simplicity is key, and this is actually key to getting sales faster on your e-commerce platform. And then of course, then she moves over to the purchase phase. So she's like, okay, you know what? I've clicked on the t-shirt, I want the color, and I want this and that size and blah, 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 like you always do on e-commerce platforms when you're shopping. And then you're ready to make the purchase, and then you go into the purchase phase, you go into the shopping cart, and then at the shopping cart, you got sort of a little bit more information coming your way. You don't want to overload people with this. And then of course, you go through the payment gateway. So Janice has now put her credit card or PayPal or whatever it is, and boom, she's now waiting for products to arrive. The products arrive, it's still in the purchase category. The products arrive and one of those garments doesn't fit. So now she's going to have to figure out how to contact the customer service department. And this takes her over to the service silo. This is the point at which she's contacting the brand back on their website or their app or Facebook or whatever it is. And she's like, hey, customer service, one of the garments I bought doesn't fit. What do I do? Can I get a credit? Can I get a discount? Can I exchange? Blah, blah, blah. So make sure you've got all that ready on your website. So then she's going to have to go through customer service. In some cases, this is initiated through live chat. In other cases, it could be email. If there's phone support, WhatsApp is actually really huge, and it's a really easy way of getting an engagement with your customers to help them through this next phase. And then, so now this is the point at which either Janice is going to be happy or really unhappy. And there's a lot of reviews online. You see them, they're like, this brand sucks because they don't honor my return, or the return policy is terrible. You really want to understand that these customers can be the bane of your existence. One negative review online, and a lot of people are going to start looking at your brand in a negative way. So you want to provide the best customer service. So in the customer service, you want to provide live chat. And in this case, Janice is going through live chat. She's going through email. Now, the thing is that this is the finance department of your brand dealing with it. This is the customer service people of your brand dealing with it. So if you look at the bottom of this section, you're seeing all the different elements. Now, also the emotions. she's currently unhappy because she's like, well, I am kind of curious. How am I going to get this done? But then in this particular example, we wanted to have a happy ending. So Janice was actually able to talk to a really cool customer service agent. The customer service agent made her feel comfortable, said, hey, listen, you know what? No problem. We'll give you a credit or we'll give you an exchange. Let me process that for you right away. And it was done. And you can see that the huge eyebrow, the Spock eyebrow has gone from this to, yeah, you know what? Janice is actually pretty happy, because now she's waiting to get her credit or whatever it is. And then finally, Janice ends up in the last phase of our customer journey map, which what we call advocacy, but you could just call it loyalty if you wanted. So Janice has just had this really positive experience with an awesome customer service agent. And what she ended up getting was she not only ended up getting her correct size, addressed by the customer service agent, but the customer service agent and the brand decided, let's give you a 10% discount voucher for the next purchase, which is really something cool that you can do for your customers as well, just to make sure that your customers are happy. And so what is Janice going to do when all that awesomeness just happens for her after kind of a negative experience? Well, she's going to wait. The product arrives. She's like, oh my God, this is so awesome. I just put it on and it finally fits. I can't wait to buy from this brand again, right? Repeat sale. That's really important. And that's part of the customer journey. But now what she's going to do is she's going to go online and she's going to write this really awesome 5-star review. And it's going to say something like, that customer service agent was so nice. They also gave me this 10% discount voucher. And what is Janice going to do? She's going to buy again from your brand. So you want to look at the whole customer journey map to understand, even in this difficult scenario, because it is something that happens to clothing brands, is you are going to get returns. So you may as well understand the journey map for this. You can also create a journey map for so many different elements of your business. Whether it's, in this case, Janice has gone through purchase and then had to return something. Well, what about a client that has to return a bunch of stuff? What about a client that doesn't get her shipment at all? Something is lost, FedEx or something like that. So what you really want to do is create a customer journey map, customer profile, and you want to understand how the customer engages with your brand, how they find your brand, all the different touch points. What are their emotions when they're actually dealing with your brand and your products as well, before, during, and after the journey itself. And also, what are the different parts of your company that the customer, in this case Janice, is dealing with? Is it the app development team that's responsible for something that Janice is feeling? Is it the live agent or the live chat or the customer service department? Is it a salesperson? Or is it even the shipping and fulfillment people down at the warehouse or Amazon, for example? So you need to understand the full customer journey to understand what kinds of different things you need to improve about your business. We use canva.com to create our customer journey map. You can also use edit.org. I'm leaving the links down below for you at the bottom of this video, so you can actually also download our example as a JPEG. You're welcome to copy the way we did it. It's really easy to do. Don't forget to like and subscribe to receive new episodes from Clothing Made Easy. Thank you very much for watching. I'm your humble host, Tanner Kili Karslan, and I'd love to see you next time.